Alright, back at the rear wheel. We got our new brake shoes in. We cleaned up our backing plate. We got our new threads on our brake stay pin. We cross-drilled a cotter pin hole through here, so once we put our nut on, we can put a cotter pin in there. That won't go anywhere. It'll secure the brake stay arm. Cleaned and lubed our pivot points. Cleaned that out real good. We used a penetrating grease. That's a grease that goes in about the consistency of like WD-40, and then it congeals up. So we got that cleaned up and working fine. Cleaned up our drum and hub area. And then when we were doing a dry fit on this, another surprise, we noticed that we have a lot of clearance here. So that's not good. This brake backing plate should accurately align on the shaft. So the hole in the center of the brake backing plate has wallowed itself out. We didn't catch that on disassembly. Everything was so dirty, we didn't notice that that hole had wallowed out. So what we're going to do to repair this is I'm going to make up a bushing. My axle is 3/4 inch or just under that, about 747 OD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bore this out to about 1.2 inches. We've got a nice machined lip here around the outside of the backing plate that I can locate on to find the center. I'm going to jig that up in the mill. I'll find the exact center. I'm going to bore a hole 1.2 inches. I'm going to make a little stainless steel bushing because it's what I happen to have to work with. And I'm going to make the bushing 1.2 inches OD, about 752 ID. I'm going to press the bushing in there, and then I'm going to TIG weld it, and then that'll be a repair for that wallowed out hole. So when we fit that on there, it'll stay right in the center, and the brake shoes will work properly. So just another little surprise, something else to fix. That's how it goes. Alright, we got our brake backing plate machined out to 1.2 inches. What we're going to do, we got our bushing made. I got about 1.5 thou interference fit. The bushing's about 1.5 thou larger than the hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up. You could do it with an oven or a heat gun. I'm going to use a heat gun. I've chilled the bushing in the refrigerator, and if everything's just right, it'll slide right in there. If not, I may have to tap it in. So we have our hammer and our bushing driver ready. So we'll see how it goes. Perfect. Slid right in. We're just going to give it one little tap to seat it. Alright, that looks good. Alright, you can see right around the bushing, I machined about a little 4/1000 counter bore to get rid of this chrome plating, because I'm going to TIG weld from the back side here, and I don't want any of that chrome contaminating my weld, and I want it to be flush on the front. This puppy's probably still hot. There we go. So the next step will be welding.